Hello and welcome to Fight Week on Fox, powered by Musashi. Niko Pajarillo, joined by Alexander Volkanovski and Nick Cody. We are broadcasting from the beautiful Cafe Del Mar here in Abu Dhabi ahead of UFC 308 this Sunday at 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Ilia Topuria taking on Max Holloway in the main event. Our very own Robert Whittaker and Khamzat Chimaev in the co-main. It's a big show today. Let's get right into it. Welcome, gents. To kick us off, this segment is called Brekkie and Biffs.
Brekkie and Biffs. I like it.
Yeah,
I assume I'm the Brekkie, he's the Biffs. Is that the?
Well, we better
get
used to having breakfast while the fights are on because of the earlier start time. This Sunday at 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Set your alarms for that one back home. But Volk, we'll begin with you. Your old title on the line this weekend in the main event, rather. As we take a look at our smooth move of the month presented by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey, is it fair to say that you maybe underestimated or were surprised by just how good Ilia Topuria is?
No, I wasn't surprised. I knew he was powerful. I knew he had good hands. So that wasn't really a surprise. You know, obviously I wasn't expecting to get caught, but I knew that was definitely a chance that he could catch me. I knew that was his way of winning. But yeah, not too much surprises. You know, I was just again, I just think I could have done things better. Yeah. But again, he's good. But I knew he was good. I knew he had good hands. But I just I believe I'm a better fighter, and I just didn't really get to showcase myself as much as I'd like. But in saying that, you know, even when he was missing, I thought I was still making him miss. Yeah. I didn't capitalise on it very well, but he still did a great job to stay stoic and just keep looking for it, and he got it.
Codes, your thoughts on the main event?
Well, for me, I'd love Holloway to win because I want to see a Volk Holloway 4. It's about time. It's about time there's a fourth. I want to see that in Sydney next Feb. But I'm worried with Topuria that I was a big McGregor fan, and McGregor had that rapid rise up and took out some people everyone loves. And it unfortunately happened to the bloke sitting next to me. And at some point, Holloway's chin has to go.
I've said that.
I don't want it to go this.
I've said that many times. I'm like, I've tried that many times. I'm like, oh, it's going to crack, you know, it's about time, it's going to crack, it's going to crack. I'm sure Gaethje thought that, it's just, I don't know, I think it just might be invincible forever.
Is it a jam jar, though? Has everyone had a go? And then finally comes in and
like
just taps it?
But I loosened that up for you, you know.
But Ilia is no joke, though. He does have some heavy hands, and he will be looking for that, you know. He's going to know that when things aren't going his way, he's going to really want to push forward and then try and get in the pocket and let them hands fly. But, yeah, again, he might find it hard to find Max straight away. I think he will eventually find him, but I just think Max, let's see if that chin holds up. Because again, Ilia can crack, trust me, I know.
Can you see him holding off and switching up the game plan and just trying to outpoint him over 5 instead of just rushing in?
Ilia?
That?
Yeah. That wouldn't be very clever for him. Like, I don't think... you never know. He might... if maybe that was a part of the game plan, it won't... I don't believe that'll work, and then he'll go back to, all right, I need to catch this guy, you know what I mean? That's what I think.
And that's why the fight this weekend is just going to be so exciting, because both guys know their way around a knockout. I mean, that Max Holloway knockout over Justin Gaethje at UFC 300 is going to go down in history forever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's take a look at that in our Turning Point presented by Ashley and Martin Medical Hair Centre. And Volk, where does this moment rank for you in all-time UFC moments?
Oh man, it's up there. It's because I remember watching it. I end up having a reaction video. It's one of the most viewed videos I got on my social media.
You're watching someone else's fight?
Yeah. So I just had me like, I'm like, whoa. And you see me even like, I'm like, whoa, and then just like, whoa. I just couldn't believe it. It was wild. You know, the fight was good. I think the story of it all, UFC 300. You know, a lot of people counting Max out, which I was surprised with. And then him going out and, you know, I was expecting him to win. I didn't expect him to knock Gaethje clean out, spark out like that. So even though I was picking Max to win, I did not expect that. So especially right at the end when you're clearly winning, he was up like probably 5 rounds, and he decides to just go, let's do this. And wasn't just doing that and protecting himself. Yeah. He was doing that and just chin out, just like legit BMF style. So good on him. And look how it is. Look what it's done for him. You know, he's calling the shots. I never would have thought I'd be in a position where I'd probably fight Max again. And now he's fighting for the title. It looks like I'm probably going to be fighting, if he wins, I'm fighting him again. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, that whole story where a lot of people count him out now. Look, he's back on top. He can go try and get the featherweight. He's got the BMF. He can probably do lightweight title if he wants. He's got a lot of options, and it's because of that big moment.
Well, Ilia reckons he's going to point to the ground to throw down in the first 10 seconds. Do you believe that?
I think a lot of people would say he wouldn't say he's scared of him or he doesn't want to do it, but I've got to think maybe once you're in, I've never been in there. So maybe you've got an idea going in and then you go, actually, a fair bit on the line here. Might try and play it a bit smarter than swinging with Max.
I believe him. I believe that, of course, yeah. Of course, he knows Max isn't going to be an easy fight. If he does this from the start, like it's like, all right, I get a chance to just he's going to back his hands over Max's. You know, because I think... Max might have touched on it. It's just like, that's not how it works. It's like sort of implying as, you know, you can't beat me, so you're hoping that we just sit there and slug because that gives you your best chance because you ain't going to touch me otherwise. I remember Max sort of elaborating on it like that, and I get that. So I 100% believe Ilia would do that, no doubt. That's his world, you know. I think Max would be silly to do that with him, especially early. Maybe later if he tires him out. All right, now's a good time. I said I'll do it. I've got you figured out, got you tied. Let's do it now. You know, Max is clever, and he knows what he's doing, and he can wear out the best of them.
Volk, you fought both these guys. You know their games inside and out. How do you feel they match up against each other stylistically?
Yeah, it's an interesting. A lot of people are going to look at him. Well, Ilia's a favourite.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, Alex has beat Max 3 times and Ilia beat Alex. So Ilia has to win. They're doing MMA math and things like that. But stylistically, a very interesting fight. You know, they both like to use their hands. Max showing that he will use other tools a lot more now. And so I'm really looking forward to this one. I think Max will be a bit more defensive, and a lot of people think Max will just come forward and be aggressive. He won't. He will know we can't do that with Ilia. We'll see. We'll see if Ilia, because you're told that he's got really good grappling and wrestling. Let's see if he tries and apply that. I think that might not be the right thing to do. Max's takedown defense is very good, and that could wear on Ilia. So I think Ilia's best chance is trying to catch Max, even though Max has that granite chin. I still think that's Ilia's best chance.
Volk, you're fighting the winner of this bout. The UFC is returning to Sydney in February. If I were to ask you, February 9th, Kudos Bank Arena, who's standing across the octagon from you? Perfect
world, I would want Ilia. I want that win back.
Yeah.
But my best chance of me fighting in February in Sydney would be if Max wins. I know Max would fight in Australia, but is he going to do the BMF? Is he going to move up? It's either he would fight in Sydney or he's moving up and maybe an interim in Sydney. But that's my best bet of fighting in Sydney. So strategically, me wanting Max to win for that reason. But if you could guarantee me that Ilia would fight in Sydney in February and I could fight in Sydney, I'd want Ilia to win so I could get that rematch. I really do want that. So it's a weird one. I'd rather have Ilia because I fought Max 3 times anyway, and he's got the win over me. I want that back. But I do want to fight as soon as possible, and especially in Sydney.
Well, I spoke to the champion, so here's my conversation with El Matador. Ilia Topuria, thanks so much for your time on Fox Sports. It's always great to catch up.